Hello everyone. Today we will review all this resume in here. Plus we will provide some tips how to write the resume. This is the first resume. He has 4-year job experience as he mentioned in Reddit post. So as I see, he started job from 2021 and now he is doing job like it is September 2024. So he counted at it as 4-year job experience or work experience, but for recruiter people may find only this job experience as work experience or accept this as a work experience as this job he did as a freelance. By the way, if I look into his resume section, he add work experience, certification, skill set and interest. There is no other section in here. Like the education section is missing in here. So I will strongly suggest him to add the education section. Plus he add the certifications, skills and interest in one section. I will suggest him to segment it differently, like skills and expertise, then the certification, then the interest section. And about the resume writing in here, he add more than 5 bullet point in one job experience, but he add some result oriented metrics. Also he add highlight the keywords and act. Plus he use the action verb very carefully, but I will suggest him to decrease it and make it on point. By the way, the writing is done very well. I will suggest him to make it more precise and make less bullet point in here. That's all for this resume. In the second resume, he add skills and interest section, and the skills section is in top of this resume. It's okay to add the skill section for experienced people, but rename it as skills and expertise. If you add the interest section, you will confuse the ATS system in here. For job, work or work experience, he add the bullet point in here. He add the action verb to as he is current, so he add present tense in here. And for previous job experience, he add the past action verb in here. I will suggest him to add less bullet point and make it more precise and concise, plus add some result oriented metrics in the job experience. Mean what the result you bring in to the company and how you benefit the company. I have videos in my channel to describe it more with more details. He add the education section, nicely done. He add the community college too, but he didn't add any coursework. He can add the coursework to fill up the page. By the way, it is ATS, he used ATS friendly resume template seems, and the writing is done well. It can be improved, but not bad as a resume. And I will suggest him to segment the skill section in here with soft, core and technical skills. With different skill set, segment the skill section. And here is another resume. It is not an ATS friendly resume format. He add the summary section here, but there is no significant result or achievement in the summary section. Instead of, as he is IT sector, from IT sector, I will suggest him to add ATS friendly. I will suggest him to add ATS friendly resumes template with single column. First, he can add summary, then the education or the skill section in after the summary, then the work experience, then the education section, then the certification section in here. He added bullet point. It's okay. There is no significant result oriented metrics in here. I will suggest him to add these things if it's applicable, and it's okay. Just make it more ATS friendly way. The next regime, this is a poor regime with personal statement, and there is not alignment is not proper. Make it with straight alignment. Added education section with much more single line. Seems like he wanted to cover the page. So for this type of person or fresher, I will tell them to add contact information in top, then the about section about his studies and he passionate about and interest job role, then the education section, one or two, and then the coursework, and then the project he did in his university and other sections, and then the skill section and other things, and the certifications and other section can be edited. As I see, he is also experienced with swimming pool lifeguard. Okay, but as I see, he is from, that's the suggestion I can provide them. Then the next regime seems like I read it beautifully. It's a clean regime. There is no contact information. Probably he avoid that. Here is the professional summary. But with professional summary, there is no significant achievement in here. He add the skill section and make it like segment. But it is not ATS friendly regime template because he used table, and it's not good for ATS friendly regime template or ATS software. And here is the career highlights. He add already professional summary, so it doesn't need, you don't need to add career highlights. You can add the career highlights just below the professional summary or 2 or 3 line. We have resume template in our channel, you can check this. And here is the professional experience. He added the bullet point. I also added some result oriented metrics. I also used keyword action verb, and okay, and he didn't add an education section in here, so I will suggest him to add education section plus other section if it is applicable for him, like coursework or certification, other things. And that's all for this regime. Now the next regime, in this regime I see he added a picture in his regime. For some countries like USA or Europe based countries don't suggest to put picture or preferred picture in their regime for fair selection process, and the template he used is not ATS friendly. Try to make the regime template like this type of regime template. If you are from tech industry, it's easy visible that he is from tech industry, front end developer. He add about section in here. As he has 4-year job experience, he should add some significant achievement in this section. He added education, skill section, experience. So I will suggest him to add, make the resume more likely this, and the suggestion I provide, try to follow these suggestions. And the next resume in here, it's also an ATS friendly resume template. Try to follow this type of template if you are from tech industry. Here is the education contact information in here. He add the education section in here. Professional summary, built, enhanced, automated. So he add the action verb in here. He also worked as an intern and the other things in here. He mostly use 3 to 4 bullet point for each professional experience. It's good. He added the project. Nicely done. It's a good resume. And he add the skill section in bottom. You can add the skill section in top if you want it. That is his highlight point. As I see a plus, he also segment his skill section in here, and it's nicely done. So from especially those who from tech industry, I will suggest them to skill segment the skill section and make it more easy to understand the resume. It's nicely done resume. And one thing I will suggest him to check the keyword if he put enough keyword in his resume. He also added result oriented matrix is a plus point. The resume is done nicely. And he has 0 years job experience, but no, he has experience with internship but not real job experience. This is recession time. Sometimes it's difficult to get the job. Just keep doing what you do, applying for the job, and you will get the result hopefully. And here is the another resume. This is also an ATS friendly resume template. Okay, he added name, make it big and bold, and he did it. He also add some AI engineer. Here's the keyword used. Keyword is being used in here. It's done very well. And here's some link he put in the resume. It's also good. And here is the summary section. I will suggest those who have less experience, try to like below the 3-year job experience, try to add about section or profile section instead of summary. You didn't have any significant achievement or 2 or 3 achievement, so try to put the about or profile section. Then he write the education section in here. He write coursework name in here too, to put some keyword. And I will suggest him to make another section with for like coursework, and first education section, then the coursework section. So here he can put some keyword with his coursework name like machine deep learning, data analysis, cloud computing with his course name. And as he is experienced person, his activities participated, don't need to write like this activities, results, other things. Just add the bullet point with action verb, and if it is possible, try to add result oriented matrix or the result you bring into the company. And there is the project section in here, and sadly he didn't add any skill section, so I will suggest him to add the skill section and make it the bottom. And if he has some certification, try to add that too. Other section he did it well, but can be improved. And the last John D objective is here. You don't need to add objective, just add the contact information, add your profile or summary section, that's okay. Then he add the education section in here. Okay, he add the grade point, job experience or work experience, he make bullet point. It seems cringy. Just make the bullet point and make the alignment properly, and balanced presenter, and start with action verb and write the bullet point properly, maintaining 3 basic questions like what you do, how you do, and what the result you bring into the company. This is a simple task when you write the work experience bullet point. And here is the project section in here. Okay, it's done. You add the activities. You can put it in the below section if you want it, and put the skill section after the project, because activities and honor, it is not important to for recruiter to find the candidate. Skill is important to make it in after the project or after the education section. and here you probably add some tables or box, so try to avoid that, so it will not be. And that's all. If you may make the resume with two column, it's a bad thing or bad suggestion. Bad way to put the resume in front of a recruiter or in submitted online. Make the resume with one single column resume, and don't use any box or add pictures, columns or table in your resume. And that's all for the resume review today. Thank you everyone.